Obituaries this morning brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361, your Dignity Memorial Funeral Home for burials and cremations. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Graveside service for Mildred L. McEwen, age 76 of Sylacauga, is Saturday at 10 a.m. from Sears Chapel Cemetery in Rockford. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Memorial service for Joey Lee Osborne, age 42 of Sylacauga, is today at 2 p.m. from Unity Free Will Baptist Church, with the Reverend Donnie Blackman and Brother Donald Grice officiating. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, directing. Memorial service for Donna Jean Tessanier will be Sunday at 2 o'clock from Curtis & Son North, with Dr. Rick Patrick officiating. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Mrs. Mary Liz Strickland, age 86 of Sylacauga, died November 17th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Radley Smith Funeral Home announcing the arrangements. Funeral service for Daniel Patrick Kirby, age 24 of Sylacauga, Saturday at 2 p.m. from Radley Smith Funeral Home Chapel, with the Reverend Jerry Irwin officiating. Mr. Kirby died November 15th at his residence. He was a graduate of class of 2011 Sylacauga High School, played golf on the Sylacauga High School golf team, then later played for Talladega College. Visitation is tonight 5 until 8 o'clock at Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga, directing. Celebration of Life on homegoing service for Michael Eugene Skinner is Sunday at 11 a.m. at the Feed My Sheep Ministries in Lincoln. Pastor David Curley officiating. Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega will direct that service. Visitation for Henry Garrett Jr., age 45, is Saturday 1 until 2 o'clock at Terry's Mortuary Chapel. Mr. Garrett passed away November 17th. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Funeral service for Doris Holmes, age 73, is Saturday from Ursery Funeral Home Chapel, with burial in the Pine Hill Memorial Park. The family receiving friends 10 until 11 o'clock at Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega. Ursery Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Mary Louise Easley Morgan, age 72, is 11 o'clock Saturday at Terry's Mortuary Chapel, with the Reverend Van T. Welch officiating. Interment in the Rushing Spring Cemetery. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Larry James Reams, age 67, died at his residence November the 16th after an extended illness. A memorial service will be held 1 o'clock Saturday at St. Andrew's Episcopal Church in Sylacauga. In lieu of flowers, donation can be made to the St. Andrew's Episcopal Church, 10 West Walnut Street. Alabama Funeral Homes and Cremation Centers in Dadeville in charge of the arrangement. That memorial service 1 o'clock Saturday for Larry Reams at St. Andrew's Episcopal Church in Sylacauga. Homegoing celebration for Mrs. Elizabeth Chapman Trask, age 75, will be Saturday at noon from Africa Missionary Baptist Church, with Pastor Isaac Richardson officiating. Interment in the Chapman Family Cemetery. Mrs. Trask died November 15th at her residence. Public viewing today from noon until 8 p.m. with the family receiving friends from 5 until 8 at the funeral home, Sunset Memorial Chapel in Childersburg, with the arrangements. That's a look at obituaries this morning, brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361 is your Dignity Memorial Funeral Home for burials and cremations. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.